We got Big Nick, South Florida, in the building. Uh, Self, if you can
All
get
right.
everything going for everybody here, um, get everything going. I appreciate you, bro. Lil Nick and Amber, we brought in a silverback. I think if you can follow his channel on YouTube, it's Big Nick South Florida. He's about exactly what you guys are about. Are we having issues with that, Self, or
No.
okay? And then let's see. 1 second. What's up, Big Nick? How you doing, bro?
I'm well. How are you? Am
Everything
I
is
visible? Can you hear me?
yeah. We got you loud and clear, man.
Can't see you too
Okay.
good, but
Oh, there you go. Okay. So I'm getting out the car right now. I just went and got some food.
Nick, I appreciate you taking the time to do this. Little Nick, Big Nick,
Absolutely.
he has a pretty good following, man, and he's exactly about what you're about. And so I wanted him to just say a few words to you, man, and Self Love. We're gonna go off camera because they're about it. We're not. So go ahead, Big Nick.
How you doing, my brother?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing absolutely wonderful. Tell me about yourself.
Well, I'm 11. I rap about racial injustices. I do spoken word and I do speeches.
Oh, cool.
And
awesome.
yourself?
I'm a civil rights activist. My main goal is to teach young brothers like yourself all about their constitutional rights and to let you know that besides anything else in this world, the one thing that you have is that you're an American. And by being an American, you get all sorts of rights and things that enable you to be free in this country. And it's very important that you know what those rights are. So that's my job. That's what I do.
That's really cool. That's really dope. A lot of people don't understand how you can be railroaded by not knowing your rights.
100%.
And Lil Nick, if you have any questions for him or anything, man, have at it as well. No pressure, Lil Nick. No pressure.
Ask him how he can help you try to get the 13th Amendment abolished.
So I have a very, very important question, and it's how could you help me and us abolish the 13th Amendment?
Abolish which one?
The 13th one.
Abolish the 13th Amendment? Well, anytime you want to, first of all, give me 1 second to turn on my light. I'm sorry. I just came in from getting something to eat. So give me a second here.
That's okay.
Okay. All right. I got to let you know, when you're talking about Constitution amendments, that's hard work. They're not, it's very rare to get an amendment either abolished or repealed. So the best advice that I would give you is to start a ground roots effort, meaning you get like-minded people like yourself, you discuss the downfall of the 13th Amendment, and you guys start having discussions, and you start talking to other people, and you start getting petitions, and you start sending them to your congressmen, you send it to your senators, and you just got to stay vigilant like that. But I have to tell you, it's my responsibility to let you know that amendments, adding or subtracting from the Constitution, is very hard to do. But it doesn't mean it can't be done. It just takes a lot of work. And it's going to start from the bottom. It's going to start from the ground roots. It's going to start right there in your neighborhood. That's where it starts.
Nicholas advocates for a young man named Orlando Fields. He was a 15-year-old who was convicted of murder when the witnesses say that he did not commit this crime. Nicholas is an advocate of giving youth their rights as well. But my question is, how do I get a younger person like Nicholas to be taken seriously? Because he has a lot of great ideas. He has a lot of things that he wants to move forward, but it's hard to get them to listen to a child.
Okay, well, the largest informational platform in the world. Do you know what that is, Nicholas?
Google. The network.
Google. Absolutely. Do you know what the second largest informational platform in the world is?
Either Safari, Bing, or Yahoo.
No, it's YouTube. YouTube is a visual Google, right? It's visual Google. Anything you want to look up on Google, 9 times out of 10 is there on YouTube as well, all right? Now, the reason I'm telling you that about YouTube is because the only cost that you need to operate on YouTube is what you guys already have, a cell phone. So you put your information and you put your dedication and you come up with a concept that you can apply to YouTube, and then you start promoting your channel and you start putting in the work and you let them know you're serious and you're serious. And then you work with people like me who can help direct more traffic to your channel, and you start learning about the things that interest you, and you get deep into those, and you start applying that to what you want to do, and people will have no choice but to take you serious. It doesn't matter, your age doesn't matter. It's your dedication, it's your work, and once you get those two together, people won't have any choice but to acknowledge you.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, from a fellow freedom fighter, we appreciate your service.
Well, I thank you guys for even doing what you're doing. Any type of community involvement, any time of civil activism is greatly needed in this country. And I want you to know, Nicholas, you have my name. You have my name. We both have the same name. We're both Nicholas. All right. So what I want to part in you is there's only one thing in the entire world that'll be a failure. Do you know what that is?
Dedication.
That'll be a failure.
No.
What will be a failure?
The only thing in the world that'll be failure is a try. If you don't try, you're going to fail 100% of the time. All right? So remember that. You have to try. If you don't want to fail, you have to try.
Yes, sir.
You understand that? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, here's what I want you to do before you go any further. I'm going to give you a homework assignment, and you're going to get in contact with these silverbacks right here, and they're going to let me know if you did it.
Hold on, Lil Nick, do you need a pen? Hold on 1 second. Excuse me, sir. Lil Nick, do you need a pen and pad, or you got this?
I got you. I'm mama's prepared. There you go.
All right, okay. Hey, so Lil Nick, you got to be prepared, man, because seriously, he's giving you some serious knowledge, man, and he's a great contact. And God moved me to connect you cats, man. Just like Elijah moved you to get out there. Your middle name is Elijah. We've been, working with Big Nick. God moved me to contact Big Nick before I even knew about Little Nick. And then here we are together. So just go ahead and listen to this brother. And this is the Spirit talking.
These are the 4 amendments. I'm only going to give you 4 because there's 5 that I really want you to know, but there's only 4 that's important to me. The reason I'm giving you 4 because the other one is the Second Amendment. That's the right to bear arms. I will absolutely support and help defend anybody's right to choose to bear arms because that is in our Constitution, but I don't like guns myself. So I'm not a big gun guy, right? So the ones that I want you to learn is the First Amendment, right? The Third Amendment, the Fourth Amendment, and the Fifth Amendment. When you learn those amendments, you'll be able to help your friends, you'll be able to help your mom, you'll be able to help your family, you'll be able to help total strangers in the streets by giving them that, because those are the most important amendments that we have. And I give you an example. I go to your Fourth Amendment. All right, your Fourth Amendment, I'm going to give you a freebie here. Your Fourth Amendment is the right to be secure in your effects, papers, and yourself, which means they cannot search you. They cannot go in your house, in your car. They can't take your bicycle without a warrant, right? So they have to have that. You cannot. If they ever ask you, well, can I take your bike and turn it upside down and read the serial number? You have the right to say no. That's your Fourth Amendment. That's the right to privacy, right? And the reason I'm telling you that is because sometimes you'll walk down the street with your friends and the police will come up to you and they'll be like, hey, what's your name? You don't have to give them your name because in America, you have the right to remain private. Okay, you understand?
Mm-hmm.
So I need you to understand the first, the third, the fourth. Matter of fact, just do all 5 of them.
Mm-hmm.
The second one in there too. All right. But those are the ones that's going to keep you and your friends safe when dealing with law enforcement. Do you ever watch any cop shows, any police shows?
Yeah, sometimes.
You tell him your dad watches it.
The dad.
His dad watches them all the time.
Cars, fake ghosts.
Everybody knows this. Everybody knows this. When the cops arrest the bad guy on TV, what is the first thing the cops say to the bad guy?
Search him.
No,
you have the right to remain silent.
That's the Fifth Amendment.
Your Miranda right, yeah.
But now it's more than just the Miranda rights. That's your natural rights. See, Miranda is not your rights, right? Miranda is a law that says that you must be informed of that right.
Oh, okay.
That's what that is, right? Miranda was a person that sued. There was a law. It was a case. That's a case right there, okay? That's so you have to know what that right is. That right is the right to remain silent, and it also includes another part to it.
You have the right to an attorney.
There you go.
Yes.
So those 5 rights right there are the most important rights that you will come across when dealing with law enforcement every single day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And don't be afraid to question them. Don't be afraid to say, I don't answer questions. Don't be afraid to record them. You can pull out your cell phone and they say, hey, put that down. You say, no, this is my right to record you. I have a right to do that. And you make sure that is on camera. So if they take your camera or if they stop you from doing that, now they're violating your rights. Now you can take that police officer into federal court and you can sue them and make changes that way. See, we have to know this information. That's the only way we're going to stop the bully is by bullying the bully.
Well, Big Nick, let me ask you a question. And I hate to put you on the spot right here on live Self Luv Show, but you sound like you could be a good tool or consigliere potentially for little Nick. So I don't want to just give out your information, but if he needed something, could he reach out maybe to me and then, I could reach out to you or can I give him your info and he can reach you directly or anything like that?
Little Nick, absolutely. You can give him my number. Anytime you need some advice or you want to know something, just give me a text. I'm really busy, so I'll say I'll give me a text because they give me a text because I might be doing something and I can answer the phone. So just give me a text and say, hey, Nick, it's Little Nick. Can you talk or you can ask the question over the text? But anytime you want to, buddy.
Yeah, and he's got almost 200,000 followers.
Thank you.
I'm gonna start. Where are you? Where are you? What city and state?
Denver, Colorado.
I'm gonna start traveling. I actually have friends out in Colorado. I'm gonna start traveling with my activism very soon. And if I make it out to Denver, Colorado, if it's okay with Mom, I'd love for you to go out and see what I do.
Man,
yes. We would love for you to come and check Nick out too. He's holding a protest in Lawton, Oklahoma on March the 2nd. He holds a lot of his own protests. We would love for you to come out and watch him as well. We would be honored to come see you. That would be so amazing.
Man.
That's awesome. And I'm gonna tell you this: do not let them people tell you need a permit to protest.
See, yes, we were almost scared to do our inauguration march because we were threatened by that. But I told him we have a right to peacefully assemble.
Right. Man. The only time you would need a permit if you're going to infringe on public property, say if you're going to march down the middle of the road, that's stopping other people from using that road. So you have to get a permit in order for them to block it off. But if you at the park and all y'all want to gather at the park and have y'all signs and protest, you do not need a permit for that.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Okay.
And Lil Nick, maybe
one more thing I want to give you. One more piece of advice I want to give him. No, not advice. I want to ask you. What is it that you want to be, young man, when you become an adult and this world becomes yours? What is it that you want to be?
I'm going to be in the NFL.
You want to be in the NFL? Okay. Everybody in the NFL have one thing in common. One thing in common. Do you know what that is?
Dedication.
Dedication?
Nope. See that? That's why I'm telling you this, why you got to change your mind frame on thinking sometimes. The one thing everybody in the NFL have in common is each and every one of them have a high school diploma.
Oh, yeah.
Hey.
There's no one in the NFL without a high school diploma.
There
now,
you go.
That's not enough to get you in the NFL because you got to go to college in order to go to the NFL. Here's the kicker with that. You can't just get D's in school and think you're going to go to a college because then people are not going to allow you to bring their GPA down because of your bad grades.
Flesh.
So you can graduate, you can be the best football player in the world, but if you can't get in college, it doesn't mean anything.
Flesh.
That's right.
So remember that. That's very important.
Hey, and Lil Nick, when Big Nick comes to town, maybe you can get him on your channel too, man. You know, and
maybe
he can be on his channel.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely. And Mom, one channel isn't enough.
Facts.
You need to put him out there. Do something.
Yeah.
Whatever he got in his mind that he wants to do, make a channel for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right?
Facts.
Understood.
YouTube is free, and people have sent their kids to college through YouTube.
Facts.
Okay.
Facts.
All right.
Yes.
And Big Nick, hey, man,
Big
speaking
ups,
of
Big
NFL,
Nick.
we got an NFL player in the joint now, a former 2-time Super Bowl. But Big Nick, I love you, bro. Appreciate you, man. This means a lot, man. And hey, we somebody hacked us and deleted your video, so I'm gonna talk to you about that down the road. But
okay,
we want to do part 2 anyway.
You, any of my videos, brother, just go get them.
Okay, but I mean, our interview with you, it got deleted.
Right.
So
okay,
man, yeah. So and our interview with this NFL player right here got deleted. So they're against us, but you know how it is. We get on it. We get on it, bro.
Who? Okay. I didn't see you. All respect to you, brother. Hey, who we have?
You welcome to stay. But we're gonna cut your camera and your thing off. But stay right there. We got Dennis Stallings and.